Hey guys, what's up? Another video today, and today I'm going to talk about three things. One of those things being, just about what I've learned and experienced in life. So here we go. What I want to talk about first off is what I've learned is everybody is different, and everybody has their days, where they feel sad or happy or whatever. But whatever happens, life finds a way. You'll be okay. It's really, really easy to make somebody's day, and, I've got this friend, and generally, he's always so happy, and, always gives good advice, and today I just saw that he was down and out a little, and, at the end of the day, I was just, heading out, and he said to me twice today, he said, "Thank you for cheering me up, Craig, that was really helpful." And, that actually brought tears of joy to my eyes to know that I achieved that, to know that I've done that. And, it was just a really, really pivotal moment, where, wow, I've actually cheered somebody up, or I've made somebody better. And he said thank you twice, and I was just like, you know what, you're welcome, and anytime, and it's so easy to be down and out, but it's also, we all get down and out, we all get, PO'd about things, mad about things, whatever the case may be, but, when somebody else is, going through whatever, it's, try to cheer them up, and maybe, it'll be just like what I did, and you'll get a huge thank you. And that was just so, it was just so gratifying to know that I had cheered him up, or I've made his day, I made his day better. And like I said, it almost brought tears to my eye, and God, it's I'm getting all emotional. It was just incredibly gratifying. The other thing I want to talk about is friendship. Friendship is so important. And I've got a lot of friends, and I'm very liked by a lot of people. I've lived here mostly all my life. I spent a year in Victoria. Liked it because there was more to do, but it was a very, very noisy city, full of people. I much prefer the quiet. Duncan is a quiet city. I like it for that reason. And like I say, I've lived here most of my life. So, in that respect, in that regard, I have a lot of friends. Now, here's the next thing I want to talk about, the final thing. The difference between, if you go to work and you have friends that you hang out with during off hours. Say Friday night, for example. You know, you're hanging out Friday night and you're all just shooting the shit and having a couple cokes and having a good time, that's fine. If you're all out as friends and you're hanging out after work, going out for drinks or, whatever. That's fine. But when you're working, it's a little bit different. And this is a scenario that I struggled with for a while. This is a concept that I was actually struggling with for a while, but I've come to the correct conclusion. And the conclusion is okay, if you have a group of friends and you're hanging out after work, and that's fine. You're all just hanging out as friends, and you're all just hanging out as friends after work. You're going out for drinks, food, whatever. But when you're working, a job is a job. A job is a job is a job. And when you're on the job, you have responsibility. The friendship aspect does not come into play. The friendship aspect goes away, basically, because when you're on the job, you're on the job. When you're paid to do a job, not to say that you can't have fun or discuss things during the appropriate times, such as, plans for a certain day. Again, I'm saying Friday, but when you're working and a job is a job, when you're working and you have friends that you hang out with after work, when you're working, it's a different story. When you're working and you're on a job, you're working. Period. When you're working, you're working, and you're on the job. Period. And the friend aspect goes away. So, I just wanted to kind of clear that up. It's a fairly simple concept. I don't know why it sort of had me struggling. But when you're working, when you're at your job, or you're on a job, or somebody's paying you to do a job is a job. It's a job. And the friend aspect goes away. So when you're working, the friendship is still there. But when you're working, when you're working, or somebody's paying you to do a job, it's a job. There's responsibility, there's things to do, and it's a job, period. And the friend aspect, the aspect of friendship, goes away. Goes away until the job is done. And it's the same as, if somebody's paying you to do a job, if you have friends that work with you at your job and you hang out after work, that's fine. But when you're working, when you're on a job, the friend aspect goes away, and it's a job, period. It's a job that you're paid to do, and it's unprofessional to goof off with your friends. I mean, you can do that after work, it's fine. But if somebody's paying you to do a job, or, if you're paid to do a job, then you're on the job. A job is a job. You're paid to do that job. Get in, get out. and the aspect of friendship goes away. There's no friendship when it comes to a job. It's just work. A job is a job. It's a job. And if you're paid to do that job, you are working. And if you have friends that are, you have friends at your job that you hang out with after work, fine. But when you're working, the friend aspect goes away. There is no friendship. There is no nothing. The friendship, the friendships in your mind, but when you're working, a job is a job. You're paid to do that job. You do that job, and friendship takes a back seat, basically, which is right, which is okay, fine. But when you're paid to do a job, you have to do that job because it's your source of income, and there's no such thing as the friend aspect. There's no such thing as the friend aspect when you are on a job. And if you're paid to do that job, you better you do that fucking job. You don't goof off with your friends. You don't fucking talk about. I mean, maybe you could talk about what you do, what your plans are after work on Friday or during break times. But if you're paid to do a job, you are working, and you're not supposed to be goofing off with your friends. And the friendship aspect goes away. So, guys, if you like this video, leave a like down below, share, and comment as well. I'm feeling I'm gonna like this video a lot and get a lot of comments. So, have a great one. I'm probably gonna go swimming tonight. That is, if Harold's feeling better, he'll probably text me soon here. So, have a good day, and I hope that cleared some questions, answered some questions, cleared a lot of stuff up, and have a great day.